Many people have heard about the case of missing teenager Joshua Maddux. Although it happened years ago, I only recently discovered it, and the story honestly horrified me. One sunny day in Colorado, an 18-year-old teenager named Joshua Maddux left home. His family reported him missing 3 days later. The police believed his disappearance was voluntary, as he had recently lost his older brother and was in a state of depression. Strangely enough, after a brief investigation, both the police and his family concluded that he had voluntarily left town to start a new life somewhere far from the memories of his loss. I understand that the death of his older brother affected his mental state, but how can you leave without telling your parents? How bad must their relationship have been for them to believe that he just decided to leave without saying a word? This is a crucial point in this story. Nevertheless, his loved ones truly believed he was alive for 7 years. According to his parents, his younger sister imagined that one day Joshua would show up at their doorstep with a wife, maybe 2 kids, and say, "Hey sis, I'm back." But as it turned out, the missing boy never left his hometown. All this time, he had been just a mile away from his own home. His mummified body was found by construction workers in a narrow chimney of an abandoned house located near Joshua's home. However, the cause of the young man's death remains a mystery. The strange discovery was made by construction workers while they were trying to dismantle the chimney of the abandoned house, which had been standing empty for over a decade. The house had broken windows, and there was nothing of value left on the property. Yet, somehow, Joshua ended up in the chimney of this deserted building. At first, the discovery baffled the police, but after a dental examination, it became clear that the remains belonged to the missing Joshua Vernon Maddux, whose return his sister and father had so longed for. Maddux was a tall and skinny guy, 6 feet tall and weighing 150 pounds, so he managed to fit into the narrow chimney. It seems he climbed in from the roof voluntarily. However, his thin frame couldn't save him. He accidentally fell, got stuck, and couldn't escape, slowly dying in solitude. Moreover, the police believe that he entered the chimney from outside, as the chimney's exit inside the house was blocked by furniture. This is how local police currently explain the strange situation. Their belief is based on the fact that an autopsy of the remains did not reveal any signs of physical injuries, broken bones, or gunshot wounds. The toxicology report also came back negative. However, the circumstances of Joshua's death seem odd given the position of the remains in the chimney and the statements from some witnesses. First, Joshua had never been to the Thunderhead Ranch, nor had he ever mentioned it to any of his friends or acquaintances. Second, he had no reason to be there. If he wanted to enter the house, he could have done so through the broken windows or unlocked doors. Why would an 18-year-old, seemingly rational guy climb into a narrow, dirty chimney and do it alone without ensuring he could get out? Suicide doesn't seem to explain these circumstances either. As grim as it sounds, there are far simpler methods of suicide. Climbing into a chimney and slowly dying from thirst and starvation sounds like an incredibly painful and torturous way to go. One of the most mysterious aspects is the position of the remains. The knees were higher than the head, meaning the body was upside down in the chimney. It's hard to imagine someone climbing into a chimney voluntarily in such a position. This is the strangest fact. You might think he tried to climb into the chimney to get into the house, But why do it head first? That's obviously dangerous. You could fall and break your neck. Descending feet first makes more sense. But what if Joshua was climbing into the chimney and someone blocked the fireplace with furniture while he was inside? I know, it's a crazy thought, but it's the only thing that comes to mind. And really, why climb into the house through the chimney, whether head first or not, when the windows were broken? Could it really have been suicide? Did he jump in head first to try and break his neck? Maybe the emotional distance between him and his parents, who stopped searching after just 3 days, pushed him to such a desperate act. However, the police, having found no evidence of foul play, are inclined to close the case as an accident, believing that Joshua somehow tried to climb into the house and accidentally died. Just imagine, something as simple and harmless as a chimney became the cause of this boy's long and agonizing death from thirst. What do you think went through his mind in his final hours? Now, the new owner of the property plans to build vacation homes there, which is why he called in the construction workers to demolish the old building. And so, the story of Joshua Maddux ends, leaving behind more questions than answers. Will we ever learn the whole truth about what happened to this young man? Or will the mystery of his death remain shrouded in darkness forever? Only time will tell.